Uh, the, the reporters would say, what about Jamal Murray? What about Aaron Gordon? What are their status tonight?
Jamal is out still, and I think Aaron is going to be a game time decision.
I've got another one. Why do you suppose the Nuggets aren't shooting more free throws? I read somewhere where you're only 27th in free throw attempts. Why do you suppose that is, and how do you correct it if you can?
Yeah, it's probably harder to correct than you'd imagine. If you look at the 9 years I've been here, we've always been a very low free throw attempt per game team. Obviously, we played through Nikola a ton. Does he get fouled? Should he be earning more free throws? Obviously, that's always up for debate. We think so, but every coach thinks their players are getting fouled. And then for me, yes, you want to get to the foul line. You want to set your defense. You want to kind of get into the bonus early. That kind of allows you to be the most aggressive team. But the weird thing is we're a dominant paint team. You know, so most of the time when you're a team that is top 5, top 4 in paint points per game, you would imagine that would kind of coincide with being a team that lives at the foul line. And weirdly enough, for us, it does not. Last 4 games, we've won 4 in a row. We have the #1 offensive rating at 128. So I don't get hung up on we have to get more free throws. I just want to make sure that our offense is efficient, generating good shots, taking care of the basketball. Last 4, 35 assists per game, only 11 turnovers. Those are numbers that really matter to me. But to your point, Chris, I would love to be a team that got to the foul line 26 times a game, 27 times a game. You'd be probably in the top 5 or 6 in the NBA, and maybe it's a good thing because we haven't shot it well from the foul line. Maybe it's a blessing in disguise.
As a coach, you always got a gut feeling watching the game, and guys are rolling or not rolling, and so on and so forth. Peyton Watson playing some big minutes, important minutes for you guys last night. Going back and watching film, impressed at all what he did defensively against Durant?
I was impressed during the game, and even more impressed when you watch the film. As I mentioned post game, nobody can guard Kevin Durant one-on-one. I mean, he's just too great of a player. Passed Moses Malone last night to move into the top 10 scoring in NBA history. What an achievement, and he's going to keep on climbing that ladder. So it's 5 guys guarding him as one, but I thought Peyton did a hell of a job taking on the challenge of being the point of attack, using his length, his athleticism, and not giving up on plays. That's what I loved about him last night. When you watch the clips, this is how relentless Peyton was. Even when he was beat at times, he made the effort to get back in the play, to use his length, to work for a contest. And I believe that's the first time in his career that he's gone 0 for 9. He was last night, I believe, in a half of basketball. They got to the foul line a ton, but it was Peyton kind of spearheading that attack. Justin Holiday has some good possessions on him as well. But for Peyton, for a young player, getting that opportunity, was really happy with the outcome and the job that he did.
Does that excite you a little bit with, when you get everybody back and get healthy and so on and so forth? Now you got a couple guys that we're going to be able to come on the bench that are long wing guys, which just seems to be a big part of what the NBA is now.
Yeah, I mean, Peyton showed us that last year during the end of the season where we were kind of resting some guys. And we played Golden State, we played Phoenix a couple of times. I thought he went out there and showed that, hey, he can guard some of these guys. But then for him to do it last night, again, in the middle of the season when everybody's playing to try to win as many games as possible, it's encouraging. And Justin Holiday, I mentioned his name. Since Aaron Gordon's been out with injury, I think Justin has stepped in and played great basketball for us. 15 points last night, 5 assists, just knows how to play, and you can trust him out there. But yeah, I mean, all of our young players, Julian in the first half, I mean, I'm running plays for him to get him looks, and he's shooting the ball at a high clip. Last 5 games, I think he's around 40 from 3. Peyton, Christian, it's important for us to rely upon our veterans, but also develop the young players that we have. And I think right now we have a pretty good balance of that.
Coach Malone, first of all, congratulations to your titles, and my condolences for your loss too. Coach Brown had mentioned, we're talking about you, in the last interview. You're working with him in Cleveland. He said he almost hired you, to come to the Lakers. Just want to get your thoughts about working with him in the league.
Yeah, I mean, I owe so much to Mike Brown. I was with the New York Knicks for 4 years. And as they were bringing in a new coach, I got on a trip to South America and hung out with Greg Popovich, and I asked him for some help. And he put a call into Mike Brown. I didn't know Mike, and when coaches hire their staff, most times there is some kind of a connection, a relationship there. And I remember interviewing with Mike, and I said, listen, I can have Lenny Wilkins give you a call, Jeff Van Gundy give you a call. He said, hey, listen, Pop called. Pop is God, you're good. And I spent 5 years working for Mike, and the thing that I always marvel at when I think about those 5 years in Cleveland, Mike was a first-time head coach with no ego. Like he allowed you to do your job, and he just wanted to win. And if that meant me sitting down in a timeout huddle, sitting in that chair, drawing up a play, he wasn't worried about it. He just wanted to win the game, and he allowed his coaches to coach. It's something that I learned from him, and I try to do it myself, empower my coaching staff, give them a voice, and let them grow. But tremendous amount of respect for Mike. I'm glad he's got him. Man, he's a lucky guy. He's got 3 chances now, I believe. But he's back where he is, the reigning coach of the year in the NBA. He's done a hell of a job here in Sacramento, and they're lucky to have him.
Last one.
Coach,